Jayagurdev, so how do you maintain high teaching standards across global branches? Jayagurdev, thank you for joining us today. So every instructor undergoes dual certification, technical or industry recognized, and spiritual or art of living teacher training. They live the practices they teach: meditation, vegetarian diet, and service mindset. Weekly online satsangs with Gurudev ensure philosophical alignment. Curriculum reviews occur quarterly with global mentors. Continuous improvement is measured not only by exam scores but by joy indices and teamwork harmony. A student sense that instructors care for their holistic growth, not just performance. A teacher who meditates transmits peace beyond words. The energy keeps quality consistent from California to Coimbatore. Now, how are partnerships with the governments evolving? There are several governments recognize that skilling and mental health must coexist. In India, we align with the National Skill Development Corporation in Mauritius and Nepal. Programs integrate with youth empowerment schemes. The Japan India initiative on language and IT training grew from Gurudev's visit with former President Ramnath Kovindji. Negotiations with the EU and ASEAN countries are underway for mindful tech academies. Governments appreciate how low dropout rates and community service competence. When policy meets peace, education transforms from transaction to transformation. Now, how do you address stress and burnout among coders? There, the stress arises when the breath is shallow and the mind is scattered. Our students learn specific pranayamas like Bhastrika and Nadi Shodhan Shuddhi before high intensity hackathons. We teach the science of rest, short meditative pauses that reset cognition. Weekly satsangs and open sharing circles allow emotional detox. Even alumni in high pressure roles abroad continue these routines online. Many companies have adopted our meditate before code protocol. One HR survey reported 30% productivity gain and 50% lower burnout among participants. The formula is simple: calm mind, sharp code, and joyful life. Now, how do you envision technology serving humanity through your graduates? Jagan, technology should not be alienated, it should awaken compassion. Our graduates are being prepared as custodians of a digital dharma, using innovation to heal, connect, and uplift. From AI healthcare in rural India to sustainable apps in Europe, their projects reflect selfless service. We envision yogic technocracies, societies where ethics guide algorithms. Gurudev's words echo in every classroom. Let your intellect be brilliant, your heart innocent, and your hands ready to serve. As this generation codes with consciousness, humanity's next evolution will not be at just artificial intelligence but awakened intelligence. Now, how does the Python track at your academies prepare students for global opportunities? The Python is in high demand in North America, especially in AI, machine learning, and web development. Our Python track integrates coding proficiency with meditation techniques that enhance focus during debugging and algorithm design. Students study with case studies from companies like Google, Meta, and Spotify, while also practicing daily mindfulness and Sudarshan Kriya to reduce cognitive fatigue. To facilitate placements abroad, students participate in mock interviews with alumni from Silicon Valley and Toronto. Humas and pujas create a sense of learning environment which combined with intensive coding improves retention and creativity. We have observed students achieving a 20 to 30% higher coding speed while maintaining emotional stability. Beyond technical skills, students cultivate ethical reasoning, critical when handling user data at large companies. This combination of Python mastery, meditative discipline, and ethical training ensures they are employable globally with skills applicable from AI startups to multinational enterprise environments. Now, how do you train students in Go and Rust for high demand roles in North America and Europe? Neither Go and Rust are favored by companies like Uber, Dropbox, Cloudflare, and Tesla. Our academies teach system programming, concurrency, and memory safety, while pairing sessions with breath work and meditation and Sudarshan Kriya and concentration exercises. Students begin each lab with a short meditation or mantra, helping sustain focus during complex debugging sessions. Ethical principles from Vedic Dharma are discussed alongside concurrency patterns. For example, emphasizing responsible software that doesn't exploit user privacy. Alumni have been placed in North America and European cloud infrastructure roles after completing projects simulating real world systems. Poetic chants and humas are incorporated before presentations, instilling confidence and clarity. This holistic approach transforms technically skilled coders into professionals who can innovate responsibly under high pressure environments. Now, how is the Scala and Kotlin curriculum designed for Western and Asian markets? Yeah, the Scala is in demand for big data analytics and functional programming at LinkedIn, and Airbnb. Kotlin is widely used for Android applications in companies like Google and Pinterest. Students learn syntax, frameworks, and scalable system design while also practicing pranayama to maintain mental agility. Meditation sessions help manage complex functional paradigms, allowing learners to internalize concepts faster. Industry simulations prepare them for interviews and real world projects. In addition, alumni perform community service projects integrating Karma Yoga principles into coding, demonstrating how technical work can be a vehicle for societal contribution. The program ensures cultural adaptability, preparing graduates from North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific tech ecosystems. Now, how are Java, TypeScript, and the C hashtag tracks integrated with a career preparation? Java remains ubiquitous in enterprise systems worldwide. TypeScript is critical for web full stack rules in North America and Europe, while C hashtag dominates .NET ecosystems and game development. Students engage in coding sprints, simulating corporate tasks paired with guided meditation to manage stress. They analyze ethical dilemmas like secure coding practices while performing group homework to foster collaboration and empathy. Corporate mock interviews with companies like Amazon, Revolt, and Microsoft prepare them for placement. This dual focus on technical mastery and inner composure ensures students excel in fast paced environments while maintaining balance, reducing burnout, and enhancing creativity. Now, how are Swift, Objective C, and Dart and Flutter tracks tailored for mobile app development? Jaydev, Swift and Objective C are critical for Apple ecosystem rules at Apple and Coursera, while Dart and Flutter is emerging in cross-platform mobile development in Asia Pacific and North America. Students work on end-to-end projects from UI UX to back-end integration. Breathwork and visualization exercises precede debugging sessions to improve focus under pressure. Humas dedicated to technology and learning are performed before major presentations, symbolically invoking clarity and precision. These programs produce graduates capable of managing legacy code bases, contributing to iOS apps, or deploying cross platform mobile solutions with confidence and ethical awareness. Now, how are JavaScript, Ruby, and PHP students prepared for startup and enterprise ecosystems? JavaScript is key to front end and back full stack roles globally. Ruby and PHP are valued in startups and legacy systems as students learn frameworks like React, Rails, and Laravel while attending daily meditation sessions to enhance attention and problem solving. Case studies from real companies help them understand workflow and deployment strategies. Pujas are performed during project milestones, fostering a sense of gratitude and discipline. Graduates often join startups in North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific or contribute to enterprise platforms with ethical awareness, adaptability, and collaborative spirit. Now, how are SQL, R, and Haskell integrated for analytics, data science, and research applications? The SQL underpins data handling rules in North America, Europe, and India. R is critical for statistical modeling, while Haskell serves a niche functional programming and financial system. Students practice meditation before deep analysis sessions, improving pattern recognition and problem solving skills. Guided ethical discussions emphasize responsible data handling. Alumni have contributed to research projects at universities and companies, blending technical expertise with mindful ethical approaches. Homas and satsangs instill a sense of purpose, reinforcing that data science serves humanity, not just profit. Now, how do shell scripting, Perl, and legacy languages prepare students for DevOps and maintenance roles? Neither Shell and Bash is essential for infrastructure management. Perl for legacy code bases, we teach automation and scripting, pairing intensive labs with focused breath work to sustain attention. Homas before project releases encourages confidence and clarity. Alumni working with multinational DevOps teams report higher efficiency and stress resilience. Ethical Vedic teachings reinforce discipline, patience, and diligence in maintaining critical systems. Students graduate ready to tackle complex, high stakes infrastructure projects worldwide. Now, how do you combine spiritual practices with the cross cultural employability? In global regions, spiritual practices like meditation, pranayama, and homas cultivate emotional resilience, intercultural empathy, and ethical judgment, highly valued traits in global tech workplaces. Students trained in Python, Rust, or Kotlin in India can seamlessly integrate into teams in North America or Europe because they approach work with mindfulness, clear communication, and collaborative spirit. The homas, the pujas, and the ethical reflections ensure they remain grounded, adaptable, and spiritually enriched, even in high pressure corporate environments. So, what is the long term impact of combining these 20 programming languages, global placements, and dharmic practices? Jagadev, the impact is transformative. Graduates not only achieve high paying global jobs with companies like Google, Apple, Tesla, or Netflix, but also maintain inner balance, ethical clarity, and social responsibility. Spiritual practices reduce burnout, enhance creativity, and instill leadership qualities. They innovate responsibly, create inclusive digital products, and maintain cultural adaptability. By blending technical mastery with dharmic values, these academies produce a generation of conscious coders capable of shaping a technologically advanced, ethically sound, and globally harmonious future. Technology becomes not just a career but a path of seva, wisdom, and fulfillment. Now, how do the academies help students transition from learning programming languages to securing global placements? Transitioning from technical knowledge to real world employment is often where most students face challenges. At our academies, this transition is carefully structured. Each student is assigned a career mentor who not only evaluates technical proficiency in languages like Python, Java, Rust, and Kotlin, but also guides soft skills, interview preparation, and cross cultural communication. Daily meditation sessions help students reduce performance anxiety during mock interviews and coding tests. For example, alumni trained in Python for AI roles, at Google for R for analytics, at LinkedIn report that practicing pranayama before coding challenges improves problem solving, speed, and clarity. We also simulate real world projects for companies across North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific. For instance, Kotlin and Flutter students work on mobile apps with a team distributed across continents, practicing both asynchronous collaboration and mindfulness to manage stress. Homas and pujas before project demos help students focus and present confidently, reinforcing both discipline and spiritual grounding. Additionally, ethical training ensures they are prepared for dilemmas they might encounter in professional environments, from responsible AI usage to privacy concerns in data roles. Alumni have reported that this blend of technical, ethical, and spiritual preparation gives them a significant edge over peers, making them highly sought after by multinational companies like Apple, Uber, Tesla, and Netflix. Now, the Academy's unique approach ensures students don't just learn programming, they develop resilience, ethical reasoning, and cultural adaptability. This holistic development turns technical graduates into global professionals capable of thriving in diverse work environments while maintaining inner balance, clarity, and purpose driven mindset. It's a model where career success and spiritual well being reinforce each other rather than conflict. Now, how do the academies integrate advanced technologies like AI, blockchain, and cloud computing with their spiritual and ethical practices? The advanced technologies such as AI, blockchain, and cloud computing are the frontier of global employment, especially in regions like North America, Western Europe, and Asia Pacific. At our academies, we ensure students not only gain technical mastery but also cultivate the emotional intelligence and ethical grounding necessary for responsible innovation. For example, Python and R are heavily used in AI and data science projects at companies like Google, Meta, and LinkedIn. Students work on real world data sets while practicing mindfulness techniques before intensive problem solving sessions, which improves focus, reduces cognitive fatigue, and enhances algorithmic creativity. Similarly, Rust and Go are taught in cloud computing contexts for companies like Dropbox, Uber, and Tesla. Homas and puchas are incorporated before major coding sprints to cultivate mental clarity, ethical alignment, and a sense of calm under pressure. Blockchain training in languages like Solidity, Rust, and Python emphasizes not just smart contract development but also ethical considerations like transparency, security, and fair usage. Students perform meditation exercises to enhance pattern recognition, and intuitive thinking, which is critical in identifying vulnerabilities or designing scalable, decentralized solutions. Moreover, each project is paired with reflective discussions rooted in Vedic dharmic teachings, encouraging students to consider the societal impact of their work. This combination ensures students are employable at top companies in North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific while maintaining composure, ethical clarity, and spiritual balance. Alumni have reported higher creativity, problem solving efficiency, and a sense of purpose in their careers. Ultimately, the Academy's approach demonstrates that advanced technical skills, ethical responsibility, and spiritual practices are not separate paths, they synergize. A student who masters AI or cloud computing with inner calm and ethical insight is prepared not just for a job, but for a thriving, meaningful, and globally impactful career. Now, how do academies prepare students in C hashtag, and JavaScript for high performance and enterprise level roles while fostering holistic development? Now, the C hashtag, and JavaScript are foundational languages for a broad spectrum of high paying, globally in demand roles. C++ is critical for high performance computing, gaming, and finance, especially in North America and Western Europe. C hashtag dominates enterprise software and game development within the Microsoft ecosystem, while JavaScript drives full stack and front end web development across North America, Asia Pacific, and Europe. Our academy structured training to combine deep technical learning with holistic practices that build focus, resilience, and ethical decision making. For C++ and C hashtag, students engage in projects replicating real world enterprise systems from trading platforms to multiplayer game engines. Each coding session begins with a brief meditation or breathwork routine, enhancing concentration and minimizing coding errors. Ethical discussions are integrated into software architecture exercises, for example, debating secure data handling in finance or privacy respecting game mechanics. Now, JavaScript students work on web applications and dynamic full stack projects while performing mindfulness exercises to manage the cognitive load of asynchronous programming and complex debugging tasks. Alumni reported the combination of focused meditation and disciplined coding practice reduces stress, increases clarity, and enhances creative problem solving. Skills essential when collaborating with global teams across different time zones. Homas and pujas are scheduled at project milestones to cultivate a sense of gratitude, mindfulness, and shared purpose, encouraging students to view their technical work as a form of seva or selfless service. This environment nurtures technical excellence, emotional resilience, and interpersonal skills, which are crucial in high pressure corporate environments. By blending coding mastery with Vedic principles and art of living practices, students graduate not only with global employability in high demand languages, but also with ethical grounding, emotional balance, and the confidence to excel in diverse international work environments. Now, how do academies train students in Ruby, PHP, SQL, R, and shell scripting for global roles while ensuring ethical and spiritual growth? Like the Ruby, PHP, SQL, and R and shell scripting are essential languages for startups, enterprise backends, data analytics, and infrastructure management. Each language aligns with specific global markets. Ruby and PHP are widely used in North America, Europe, and India for web frameworks and legacy systems. SQL powers data roles worldwide. R is vital for data science and analytics in North America and Europe. And shell scripting underpins DevOps and infrastructure automation globally. Our academies take a multi-dimensional approach, technical mastery, ethical reasoning, and spiritual development. Students start coding sessions with pranayama or brief meditative exercises to cultivate focus, patience, and attention to detail, critical for database queries, server automation, and analytical modeling. For SQL and R, students tackle real world data sets from companies like LinkedIn and Google, learning not only every optimization or query optimization and statistical analysis, but also the ethical handling of sensitive data. Ruby and PHP students work on web applications and legacy systems while integrating discussions on user privacy, accessibility, and responsible software design. Shell scripting trainees automate infrastructure tasks and develop deployment pipelines while practicing mindfulness, which helps sustain high cognitive performance during repetitive or complex operations. The homas and the pujas and the guided reflections are scheduled before project milestones or hackathons to promote clarity, confidence, and gratitude, encouraging students to view their technical work as a conscious offering, not just a career task. This combination of meditation, ethical reflection, and technical rigor ensures students remain balanced, innovative, and adaptable while preparing for global placements in North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific. The outcome is a highly employable professionals who are technically competent, ethically aware, and emotionally resilient and spiritually grounded, capable of thriving in demanding high impact global roles. Now, how do the academies train students in Objective C, Swift, Kotlin, Scala, and Dart and Flutter for global employment while integrating spiritual practices? Together, these languages represent some of the most in demand skills across diverse global regions. Objective C and Swift are primarily used in North America within the Apple ecosystem, powering iOS and Mac OS apps. Companies like Apple, Coursera, and IBM rely on Swift and Objective C for both legacy and modern applications. Kotlin has a broad footprint in North America, India, and Asia Pacific for Android development, with Google, Netflix, and Pinterest as major employers. Scala is dominant in North America and Western Europe for data engineering and big data projects, including companies like Netflix, LinkedIn, and Airbnb. Dart Flutter is emerging rapidly in Asia Pacific and North America for cross-platform mobile apps used by various mobile product companies. At our academies, training combines rigorous coding exercises with real-world projects targeting these global markets. Students build iOS apps in Swift, cross-platform solutions in Flutter, Android applications in Kotlin, and data pipelines in Scala, simulating enterprise workflows. Each coding session begins with a guided meditation or pranayama to enhance focus, reduce stress, and improve problem-solving efficiency, crucial for complex programming challenges. Ethical discussions and Vedic reflections sessions are integrated into the curriculum. For example, students consider privacy, accessibility, and sustainable computing when developing mobile apps or handling large scale data sets. Homas and pujas at key project milestones cultivate gratitude, presence, and emotional resilience, reinforcing a sense of purpose in their work. This approach ensures students are not only technically adept but also globally employable and emotionally balanced. Alumni have successfully joined Apple, Netflix, Google, Airbnb, and mobile app startups in Asia Pacific and North America, reporting that mindfulness and ethical grounding enhance both coding efficiency and workplace adaptability. By blending technical mastery, global employability, and spiritual practices, students graduate with a strong competitive edge and the inner resilience to thrive in high pressure international environments. Now, how do academies prepare students in Python, Go, Rust, Java, and TypeScript for global careers while incorporating spiritual and ethical development? Like the Python, Go, Rust, Java, and TypeScript are among the most sought after languages worldwide. Python dominates North America, the USA, Canada, Western Europe, and India for AI, machine learning, and data analytics, with top employers like Google, Facebook, Meta, and Spotify. Golang is in high demand in North America, especially for cloud infrastructure and scalable backend systems, with Google, Uber, and Dropbox leading adoption. Rust is valued in North America and Western Europe for Web3, blockchain, and systems programming, with companies like Cloudflare, Dropbox, and Tesla hiring Rust developers. Java remains a global enterprise standard, particularly in the USA and India, powering enterprise systems for countless multinational corporations. TypeScript is increasingly critical in North America and Europe for web development and full stack applications, with Amazon, Revolut, and Accenture leveraging it. Our academies train students through hands on projects simulating real world enterprise workflows. Python students build AI models or automation pipelines. Go and Rust trainees design scalable cloud and blockchain solutions. Java students tackle enterprise backend systems. TypeScript learners develop interactive web applications. Each session begins with mindfulness exercises, breath work, or meditation to boost focus and reduce cognitive fatigue, which enhances problem solving speed and coding accuracy. Ethical discussions are integrated into every technical exercise. Students consider data privacy, responsible AI usage, and accessibility standards When coding, the homas and the pujas and reflection sessions before major project submissions cultivate gratitude, resilience, and purpose driven work ethics. Alumni trained in these languages have successfully secured positions at global leaders like Google, Amazon, Uber, and Tesla, reporting that combining technical vigor with mindfulness and ethical grounding gives them a competitive edge, improved creativity, and emotional balance. This approach ensures graduates are not only technically proficient but also globally employable, ethically aware, and spiritually grounded, capable of excelling in high pressure international work environments. Now, how do academies equip students in C++, C hashtag, JavaScript, Ruby, and PHP for global employment while integrating mindfulness and spiritual practices? Now, the C++, C hashtag, JavaScript, Ruby, and PHP are essential for high performance computing, enterprise software, web development, and startup ecosystems globally. C++ is heavily used in North America and Western Europe for gaming, finance, and high performance systems with companies like Microsoft, Google, and finance trading firms hiring extensively. C hashtag dominates enterprise applications and gaming in North America and Europe, used by Microsoft and Unity based gaming studios. JavaScript drives web and full stack development across North America, Asia Pacific, and Europe, with companies like Amazon, Shopify, and many startups relying on it. Ruby is popular in North America and Western Europe for web frameworks and startup environments, with companies using Rails and similar technologies. PHP continues to be widely employed in India, Asia Pacific, and Europe for web applications and CMS systems, with the web hosting companies and startups leveraging it. At our academies, technical training is deeply integrated with the mindfulness awareness and practices. C++ and C hashtag students work on enterprise level projects and simulation based coding challenges while practicing pranayama or guided meditation or Sahat Samadhi meditation to enhance focus, reduce cognitive overload, and improve logical reasoning. JavaScript, Ruby, and PHP learners build web and backend projects paired with ethical reflection or on secure coding, accessibility, and data privacy. Homas and pujas at key milestones such as project submissions or hackathon completions cultivate gratitude, mental clarity, and composure. Students also participate in group reflection sessions to strengthen team collaboration, emotional intelligence, and leadership skills. By combining rigorous coding training, global placement awareness, and spiritual practices, students graduate with a unique edge. They are technically skilled, globally employable, ethically grounded, and emotionally balanced. Alumni have joined Microsoft, Amazon, Unity, Studios, Shopify, and various startups worldwide, thriving not only due to coding expertise but also due to inner resilience, focus, and ethical clarity. Now, how do academies prepare students in SQL, R, shell scripting, Haskell, and Perl for global employability while integrating ethical and spiritual growth? Yeah, the SQL, R, shell scripting, Haskell, and Perl remain highly relevant across enterprise, data, DevOps, and niche technologies roles globally. SQL is essential in North America, Europe, and India for database management, data analytics, and backend systems, with companies like Oracle, Microsoft, and many tech startups relying on it. R is in high demand in North America and Western Europe for statistical modeling, data science, and analytics, with research heavy companies and analytics firms as primary employers. Shell scripting is crucial in North America and Europe for DevOps, infrastructure automation, and system administration. With the large enterprises employing DevOps teams extensively, Haskell, a niche functional programming language, is used in North America and Europe for specialized finance, research, and algorithmic problem solving roles. Perl and other legacy languages continue to support North America and European companies, maintaining ordered enterprise systems. That academies approach training with a combination of rigorous technical exercises and holistic practices. SQL and R students engage with real data sets, performing queries, and statistical modeling while practicing meditation, breathwork, Sudarshan Kriya to improve focus and analytical clarity. Shell scripting learners simulate DevOps pipelines, pairing coding sessions with mindfulness exercises To maintain sustained attention during repetitive or complex tasks, the Haskell and Pearl students focus on niche problem solving, guided by ethical discussions and reflection on sustainable and responsible coding practices. The Homas and the Pujas and the project reflection sessions at key milestones cultivate emotional resilience, gratitude, and ethical awareness, ensuring students not only master technical skills but also develop composure under pressure. Graduates trained in these languages have successfully secured roles at Oracle, Microsoft analytics firms, DevOps teams, and research focused enterprises. The integrated approach ensures they are globally employable, technically competent, ethically grounded, and spiritually balanced, giving them an edge in demanding international environments. Now, how do academies train students in Python, Go, Rust, Java, and TypeScript for global employability while incorporating art of living practices like meditation, Sudarshan Kriya, Pujas, and Homas? The Python, Go, Rust, Java, and TypeScript are among the most globally in demand languages. Python dominates North America, USA, Canada, Western Europe, and India, with companies like Google, Facebook, Meta, and Spotify hiring extensively for AI, machine learning, and backend rules. Go or Golang is highly valued in North America for cloud infrastructure, with Google, Uber, and Dropbox leading adoption. Rust is growing in North America and Western Europe for blockchain and Web3, with Cloudflare, Dropbox, and Tesla using it. Java remains a global enterprise staple, especially in the USA and India, supporting backend systems in multinational companies. TypeScript is critical in North America and Europe for web development, with Amazon, Revolut, and Accenture employing developers worldwide. At our academy, students undergo rigorous technical training through projects and real world simulations while integrating art of living practices. Each coding session begins with meditation and pranayama, enhancing focus, reducing stress, and improving cognitive performance during problem solving. So, Darshan Kriya is practiced regularly to boost energy levels, emotional resilience, and mental clarity, particularly before hackathons, coding sprints, or interviews. The pujas and the homas are performed at project milestones, cultivating gratitude, clarity, and a sense of purpose in professional work. Students learn to view technical mastery not just as career skill but as a conscious ethical offering. For example, Python and Rust projects incorporate ethical AI considerations. Go and Java projects focus on scalable, secure coding. TypeScript learners emphasize accessibility and responsible web deployment and development. Graduates trained this way have successfully joined Google, Amazon, Tesla, Uber, and Accenture, reporting that mindfulness, Sudarshan Kriya, and ritual practices significantly enhance focus, creativity, and workplace adaptability. This holistic approach ensures students are technically competent, globally employable, emotionally balanced, and spiritually grounded, ready to thrive in high pressure international careers. Now, how do academies prepare students in C++, C hashtag, Swift, Kotlin, Dart, Flutter, Ruby, PHP, and shell scripting for global careers while integrating artificial practices like meditation, Sudarshan Kriya, Pujas, Homas, and Guru Puja? Take the C++, C hashtag, Swift, Kotlin, Dart, Flutter, Ruby, PHP, and Shell scripting are highly sought after worldwide. C++ is in demand in North America and Western Europe for high performance computing, finance, and gaming, with Microsoft, Google, and finance firms hiring extensively. C hashtag is widely used in enterprise solutions and gaming studios in North America and Europe, with Microsoft and Unity leading adoption. Swift and Objective C dominate the Apple ecosystem in North America, with Apple, IBM, and Coursera employing developers for iOS, Mac OS apps. Kotlin powers Android apps globally, particularly in North America, India, and Asia Pacific, with Google, Netflix, and Pinterest as key employers. Dart of Flutter is emerging in Asia Pacific and North America for cross platform apps. Ruby thrives in North America and Western Europe for startups, while PHP supports web applications in India, Asia Pacific, and Europe. Shell scripting is essential in North America and Europe for DevOps and infrastructure automation. Our academies combine technical training with art of living programs. Students practice meditation and pranayama before coding sessions to enhance focus, creativity, and problem solving. Sudarshan Kriya is incorporated for mental clarity and resilience, particularly during intensive project sprints or coding marathons. Pujas and homas are performed during key milestones, fostering gratitude, composure, and ethical awareness. Technical exercises are paired with mindfulness. C++ and C hashtag students handle complex algorithms. Swift and Kotlin students develop apps with the user-centric design, and Shell scripting learners automate critical DevOps tasks, all while maintaining ethical standards and conscious awareness. Now, graduates have successfully joined Microsoft, Apple, Google, Unity, Netflix, and startups globally, reporting that integrating art of living practices boosted focus, creativity, emotional balance, and adaptability. This holistic approach ensures students emerge not only as technically skilled professionals, but also ethically grounded, emotionally resilient, and spiritually aware, ready for high pressure international careers. Now, how do academies train students in JavaScript, SQL, R, Haskell, and Perl for international career opportunities while integrating art of living programs, meditation, Sudarshan Kriya, Pujas, and Humas? JavaScript, SQL, R, Haskell, and Perl are critical languages for web development, data science, research, DevOps, and legacy enterprise systems globally. JavaScript dominates North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific for front end and back end and full stack web development, with Amazon, Shopify, and countless startups hiring extensively. SQL is essential in North America, Europe, and India for database management, analytics, and backend roles, with Oracle, Microsoft, and tech companies heavily reliant on it. R is in high demand in North America and Western Europe for data science and statistical analysis, with analytics firms, research institutions, and finance companies using it. Haskell, a niche functional programming language, is valued in North America and Europe for specialized finance, algorithmic, and research roles. Perl and other legacy languages are still used in North America and Europe for maintaining critical legacy systems. Our academies integrate a technical mastery with holistic development. JavaScript and SQL students work on large scale projects while practicing meditation, pranayama to enhance concentration, clarity, and problem solving speed. R and Haskell learners combine statistical modeling and functional programming with Sudarshan Kriya, building mental resilience and stress management skills crucial for high pressure international work. Pearl students maintain legacy systems while participating in pujas and humas, cultivating gratitude, focus, and ethical clarity. Projects are always paired with ethical and conscious coding practices, ensuring data privacy, accessibility, and sustainable software development. The combination of technical excellence with art of living practices ensures graduates are globally employable, emotionally balanced, and spiritually grounded. Alumni have successfully joined Amazon, Oracle, Microsoft, analytics firms, research institutions, and fintech companies worldwide. They consistently report that meditation, Sudarshan Kriya, and ritual practices like pujas and humas not only improved their coding focus, but also gave them emotional stability and a sense of purpose in their professional lives, giving them a holistic edge in their careers. Now, how do academies prepare students in Python, Go, Rust, Java, Kotlin, and Dart Flutter for global careers while incorporating art of living and Vedic themselves and programs, pujas, homas, meditations, and Sudarshan Kriyas? The Python, Go, Rust, Java, Kotlin, and Dart Flutter are among the most sought after programming languages worldwide. Python dominates North America, Western Europe, and Asia Pacific for AI, data science, and backend roles, with companies like Google, Meta, and Spotify hiring heavily. Go is heavily valued in North America for cloud infrastructure and microservices, with Google, Uber, and Dropbox as primary employers. Rust is growing in North America and Western Europe for blockchain, Web3, and higher security systems, with Cloudflare, Tesla, and Dropbox using it. Java remains a global enterprise standard, particularly in the USA and India, used by large multinational companies. Kotlin powers Android and mobile apps, especially in North America and Asia Pacific, with Google, Netflix, and Pinterest leveraging it. Dart Flutter is emerging in North America and Asia Pacific for cross platform mobile development. At our academies, technical training is combined with holistic personal development. Students begin sessions with meditation and pranayama, enhancing focus and mental clarity. Sudarshan Kriya is incorporated to build resilience and manage stress during intensive coding sprints or hackathons. Art of Living and Vedic Sansthan programs provide ethical grounding, leadership skills, and spiritual perspective, while pujas and homas mark project milestones, fostering gratitude, composure, and a sense of purpose. Projects are taught with ethical and sustainable coding principles. Python and Rust students focus on secure software, Go and Java learners on scalable systems, and Kotlin and Dart Flutter as students on mobile apps with accessibility. Graduates have successfully joined Google, Tesla, Uber, Meta, Netflix, and startups worldwide. Students report at integrating art of living and VDS programs, including meditation, Sudarshan Kriya, pujas, and humas, enhance creativity, emotional balance, and global employability, making them technically proficient, spiritually grounded, and career ready in high pressure international environments. How do academies prepare students in C++, C hashtag Swift, Objective C, Ruby, PHP, shell scripting, SQL, R, Haskell, and Perl for global careers while incorporating Art of Living and Vedic Sansthan programs, pujas, homas, meditation, and Sudarshan Kriya? Check the C++, the C hashtag, Swift, Objective C, Ruby, PHP, shell scripting, SQL, R, Haskell, and Perl are among the most critical programming languages for global employment. C++ is highly demanded in North America and Western Europe for high performance systems, finance, and gaming, with Microsoft, Google, and finance firms hiring extensively. C hashtag is widely used in North America and Europe for enterprise applications and game development, with Microsoft and Unity leading adoption. Swift and Objective C dominate the Apple ecosystem in North America, with Apple, IBM, and Coursera employing developers. Ruby is in demand in North America and Western Europe, particularly in startups. PHP supports web applications in India, Asia Pacific, and Europe, while shell scripting is critical in North America and Europe for DevOps. SQL, R, Haskell serve data heavy roles globally, while Perl remains important for legacy systems in North America and Europe. At our academies, technical training is deeply integrated with a holistic personal growth. Each session begins with meditation and pranayama to enhance focus, creativity, and cognitive performance. Sudarshan Kriya builds emotional resilience and mental clarity, especially during coding sprints and high pressure projects. Art of Living and various courses provide ethical grounding, leadership skills, and a deeper spiritual understanding. The pujas and the homas are conducted during project milestones, fostering gratitude, inner calm, and a sense of higher purpose. Students are taught ethical and sustainable coding practices. C++ and C hashtag learners focus on secure and scalable systems, Swift and Objective C on user centered app development, Ruby and PHP on web frameworks, SQL and R on data analytics, and Haskell and Perl on niche or legacy systems. Graduates have joined Microsoft, Apple, Google, Unity, Oracle, and analytics firms worldwide. They consistently report at meditation, Sudarshan Kriya, pujas, homas, and various guidance, improved focus, creativity, adaptability, and emotional balance, enabling them to thrive technically, professionally, and spiritually in international careers. Now, how do academies train students in Python, Go, Rust, Scala, Kotlin, and Java for high paying international roles while incorporating Art of Living and Vedic Sansthan programs, pujas, homas, meditation, and Sudarshan Kriya? Yeah, Gurudev, yes, Python, Go, Rust, Scala, Kotlin, and Java are among the most versatile and in demand programming languages. Globally, Python is heavily used in North America and Western Europe for AI, machine learning, and backend systems, with Google, Meta, and Spotify hiring extensively. Go is essential in North America for cloud infrastructure and microservices, with Google, Uber, and Dropbox leading adoption. Rust is gaining traction in North America and Western Europe for blockchain, Web3, and high security systems, with Cloudflare, Tesla, and Dropbox utilizing it. Scala is popular in North America and Western Europe for big data and data engineering, with Netflix, LinkedIn, and Airbnb as key employers. Kotlin is in demand in North America and Asia Pacific for Android app development, with Google, Netflix, and Pinterest employing experts. Java continues to dominate enterprise and backend systems globally, particularly in the USA and India. At our academies, technical learning is integrated with holistic development practices. Students begin coding sessions with meditation and pranayama to enhance focus, clarity, and cognitive efficiency. So, Darshan Kriya is used to relieve stress and boost resilience during intensive coding and project work. The pujas and the homas mark project completions, cultivating gratitude, ethical awareness, and emotional balance. Art of Living and VDS programs provide spiritual grounding, leadership skills, and ethical awareness, helping students navigate high pressure global careers and with composure. Projects are designed with real world applications. Python and Rust learners tackle AI and secure systems. Go and Java students work on scalable enterprise solutions. And Kotlin and Scala learners develop Android and data engineering projects. Graduates joining Google, Tesla, Netflix, Uber, and other multinational companies report that combining technical mastery with meditation, Sudarshan Kriya, Puja, Sumas, and various guidance enhance focus, creativity, emotional stability, and ethical clarity, preparing them for successful, sustainable international careers.